Your boys are chopping it up late night. Here we go. Rick Kamla, Dr. A. We are the Fantasy NBA today here on Ethos After Dark. Doc, woo, we got a lot to talk about, bro. This is going to be a fun show. Before we bring Doc in for the Magic Man of the night from him and from me, I want to tell you about our great sponsor, Bet Online. Did you know Bet Online is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for online betting in 2025. You're a seasoned fan, you're a first-time bettor, it's all good either way. BetOnline is your ultimate game day companion. They have the largest selection of odds and everything from the NBA and college basketball to the NHL and UFC. BetOnline continues to be your number one sports betting source. From every three-pointer to hat trick, BetOnline has you covered with every odd, every stat, all the goodies you need to get ready for every game, every play, and every win. Bet Online. The game starts here. Doc, let's get going here, man. Who's your Magic Man from tonight?
I am going to have to go with your guy, Paolo Banchero. Dude hit 14 of 20 shots, 9 of 10 free throws. Racked up 41 points, 8 boards, 8 assists, 4 steals, a block, 3-pointers. I guess that's why.
We're having some problems with Doc's connection right there. Paolo Banchero. Paolo Banchero's been putting up some lines, y'all. Right before the All-Star break, he started to get it cooking, and he has kept it rolling here. And he was definitely in my thoughts as well, although Orlando did take a home loss tonight. I thought they were at home against Toronto, which is not a good look. But, you know, obviously Orlando, to me, they're sub-mediocre. I'm not even sure they're mediocre. That may be giving them too much credit at this point without Jalen Suggs. Paolo Banchero has 41 points in 2 of his last 3 games. He's gone 41, 8, and 8, 23, 4, and 5, 41, 6, and 5, 26, 5, and 4. Let me look at these numbers here. Over the last week, he's at 35 and 5, and that does not include tonight's 41-point game. Over the last month, he's at 25, 6, and 5. He's killing it, man. He's Paolo Banchero. I freaking love Paolo Banchero. My Magic Man of the night is Tyrese Halliburton, a man named Hallie, okay? I sure am glad we told you guys all year to buy low with Tyrese Halliburton, because you remember the first month, it was like, bro, where are you? First half of the season. Guys, Tyrese Halliburton did not make the All-Star team, okay? If you would have told me that before the season, I would have handed you a plastic cup and I would have said, go urinate in this. It needs to be evaluated for some serious hardcore drugs, okay? What are you on? Tyrese Halliburton, not an All-Star? He wasn't an All-Star. That's how weird he was, okay? Tyrese Halliburton in this game here tonight, okay? 28 points, 15 assists, 5 threes. Over the last 6 games, this is an Andre Lemus stat. Over the last 6 games, Tyrese Halliburton has 75 assists and 7 turnovers, okay? That's a 10, really an 11-to-1 ratio for assist to turnover. It just doesn't make sense, guys. Off the charts, okay? The 3 balls are high. The steals are very high. The points and assists are through the roof right now. So Tyrese Halliburton is my Magic Man, Doc. And I love that, you know, to me, do you see the note that Andre just put out here? Andre Lemus is our great producer. Just see, look at the bottom line here. I said an 11-to-1, you know, and he put 10.71. So let's get technical, man. Let's get technical. I'm a roundup guy. I am. I'm a roundup guy. I've always been a roundup guy. But yeah, Doc, Tyrese Halliburton's absolutely killing it. And I'm glad we told people all year to buy low with this guy because he understands the assignment now. It's go time, right? Like he wasn't revved up. I don't know, maybe making it to the East Finals kind of, you know, he thought we could just like go through the motions and be really, really good. But like now we're getting full Halliburton, dude, and it's fun.
Well, this is the Halliburton I thought we were going to see when he came to Indy. And we did see it for like a little while. And then last year at the All-Star break, something went wrong. And it never got right the second half of last year. And then the first half of this season, we're like, oh my God, this guy's terrible on the road. He's inconsistent. He has these weird, like, just disappearances out of nowhere where you're just like, what the hell? I have him in my lineup and he scored 2 points and had 3 assists. Like, just weird stuff. I will admit that in the new buy low, sell high columns coming out, I call Halliburton a sell high because he can't get any higher than he is right now. Like, he's been number 1 in fantasy for about a month, right? And I just don't know if that can last. But I do like the situation he's in. He's playing for the Pacers. They're not tanking. They're not doing anything weird. They're just doing their thing. And that's what you want in your players right now. You want Detroit Pistons. You want Indiana Pacers. You want LA Clippers. You want Lakers. You want guys where you know they're going to play every night and they're going to, do their thing. Like, what you don't want is Boston Celtics and maybe Cleveland Cavaliers and Washington Wizards and the Utah Jazz. Like, who knows who's playing for those guys every night. As far as my Paolo Banchero breakdown that you handled for me because I got disconnected, the only thing at the end of that I said, oh, I guess this is why you all were so high on him 2 years ago, when I was like, I don't really get it. I don't really see the full game spectrum that Paolo Banchero has. Okay, now I see it. Like that's as full of a stat line as you're ever going to see. So good job, Paolo. Thanks for playing.
Just one thing to add on Halliburton here. I looked it up. Basketball Monster valuations. Okay. He is first in fantasy over the last week. He is first in fantasy over the last 2 weeks. He is first in fantasy over the last 3 weeks. And he is fourth in fantasy over the last month. Okay. He's the best player in fantasy basketball right now. And I also honor him for that as my magic man. Doc, get us into your must-add players of the night.
Before we do that, can we shout out LeBron James for going over 50,000 points? Like,
no, we can't.
Okay, all right.
I just let me make a quick point. I'm a Scrooge on this. I don't like the combined regular season, postseason statistics. I don't like them at all. You see it in football where they'll add Derrick Henry's playoff rushing yards to his regular season rushing yards. No. This is some new media bullshit. Stop doing it. It's regular season statistics, and that's it. And then it's postseason statistics, and that's it. We don't merge the two. Okay. I'm a creative guy. I'm a deep thinker and outside of the box guy. I don't like this. There, that's my rant. So no, I'm not going to honor LeBron at 50,000 points. It's a made up bullcrap stat to go viral and get clickbait on Twitter. LeBron James 50K. It's a bullcrap stat. It doesn't matter. There you go.
You know what I've also noticed is all of the big networks lately have been like, LeBron should be getting MVP votes. Like he's suddenly, nobody was talking about LeBron for MVP before Luka got there. And suddenly now, he's averaging 28, 8, and 8, and he's 40 years old or whatever. The media loves LeBron. The big networks love LeBron, and they do whatever they can.
Did Shannon Sharp put that out there?
Nah, that dude with the long hair on Fox, I saw talking about it. I don't know.
Oh, hot take guy.
But I mean, his numbers are pretty sick, dude, and they are the number 2 seed in the West. But as you and I talked about last night, MVP race is over, bro. It's Shea, It's Shea. It's
SGA.
it's
I just
done.
give him the Vince Carter from the dunk contest, Doc.
It's over. It is over. All right. Top 5 ads. Quentin Grimes, a guy that Nico Harrison traded for Caleb Martin, who I might add has not played a game for the Dallas Mavericks.
Good point.
Talker. Way to go, Nico. Another good move,
so
bro.
Cursed. They're so cursed.
Another good move, dog. He only had he backed up his 44 from Saturday with 30 tonight and a bunch of stuff. He scored double figures in every game except 2 he's played in Philly. The funniest thing about it is Quentin Grimes may actually mess up Philly's tank fest. Oh my God, Quentin Grimes is going to start scoring 50 and we got a little skirmish between the Lakers and
is my boy Alvarado in the middle of that?
Lakers and Pelicans. Dalton Connect just got taken down, bro. It's all good. It's just a little pushing and shoving. They're cool. Lakers are running away with that game. Luka and LeBron have got this team sailing. Okay. So anyway, Quentin Grimes is sort of a mini monster right now. Karis LeVert, very, very solid for the Hawks. I did not think. I thought the Hawks getting rid of DeAndre Hunter and getting Karis LeVert was a mistake, but it really hasn't really changed anything. And LeVert, for the first time in a long time, is healthy and playing every night. So I really like Karis LeVert. Ty Jerome didn't play that great tonight. I still think he scored 16 points, did some stuff. Cleveland could really start pulling a Boston and resting a guy each game for the rest of the way because they have nothing left to play for except making sure everybody's healthy for the playoffs. Ty Jerome is going off, has been going off, and should be rostered in way more than 25% or whatever the number is in his leagues. Zach Collins, as long as Vooch is out for the Bulls, you play Zach Collins, you pick up Zach Collins, you do Zach Collins things. And then Brandon Podziemski, suddenly, it only took until March, but he's steady, consistent. Steve Kerr's playing him, and he's rolling. I'm good with Podziemski now.
Steve Kerr. Duh.
Steve Kerr, Bud, and Nico.
You bench Klay Thompson for Brandon Podziemski. And then you bench Brandon Podziemski for Lindy fucking Waters? Are you serious? What are we doing here? Sorry. All right. Only one of the show, I promise. I had to. Steve Kerr has just driven me crazy all year. Quentin Grimes' stat line tonight, guys: 33 and 2, 3 steals, 3 threes. Nico Harrison, you're bad at your job, bro. And again, Quentin Grimes, it's 39% rostered. Guys, get him. He's out there for you right now. Drop Scoot Henderson and go get Quentin Grimes, please. For the love of orange, I have Podziemski on my list as well. 19, 5, and 4 tonight. 2 steals. 2 threes and 1 steal. Jacoby Walter, Doc. Grady Dick has a hyperextension, and he is out. Ochai Agbaji is out as well. I'm sorry, I can't.
Don't make eye contact with me, bro.
Jacoby Walter tonight.
Don't look at me.
17 points, 3 rebounds, 1 block, 1 steal, and 2 threes in 28 minutes. Okay. With Grady out and with Ochai out, Jacoby Walter, somebody you need to look at. Aaron Nesmith had another game, guys. 16 points, 5 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 3 in 34 minutes. You mentioned Zach Collins. I want to hold the thought on Zach Collins. Okay. Stephon Castle. Have you picked him up yet? No? What are you waiting for? Tonight, 27 minutes, 17-4 with 2 steals and 1 3. That's like his worst stat line of the last 2 weeks, guys. He's killing it every night. All right. And then Gary Trent Jr. I think I might have mentioned him as a streamer going into this Atlanta-Milwaukee game. Clicked on that. He had 15 points with 2 threes. Over the last 5 games, guys, you need to look at Gary Trent Jr. right now. He's in the last 5 games, he's gone 16, 5, 15, 20, 15. He's been 15 plus in 4 of the last 5. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
I want to go back to Zach Collins, Doc. Zach Collins, 20 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, 3 steals. What a game. He has these games every night, okay? Am I crazy to think that the Chicago Bulls, because Nikola Vucevic supposedly is going to come back in the next 2 or 3 games. They're going on a road trip. They're hoping to bring him back on the road trip. Okay, so Vooch ain't done, right? Chicago's not. They don't rock that way. They're going to play their guys, and I like that. Is it crazy to think that Zach Collins starts at the 4 next to Nikola Vucevic and Buzelis goes back to the bench? Why wouldn't you rock that way? Why? Zach can stretch the floor and make a 3. Zach's a pretty versatile guy, can move the rock. Why would you start Buzelis? Zach Collins right now has proven he's done way more than either Patrick Williams or Matas Buzelis has done on this team. So I'm just wondering if Zach Collins is going to have some staying power beyond Nikola Vucevic coming back for Chicago.
It's possible. I mean, Chicago's the number 10 seed. They're 3.5 games up on, or no, 2.5 games up on the Nets. Man, things are getting chippy in LA between Bruce Brown and the Lakers. Bruce Brown is trying to start a fight, and I'm here for it. I like it. Yeah, I think Zach Collins has possibly some staying power. Rick, at this point, would you rather roster for the rest of the season Zach Collins or Kyle Filipowski?
Boy, that's a good question, dude. Filipowski.
You know, Andre just put a note in here that Collins might not be with the Bulls next season, and they still want Buzelis to get miles and get minutes and get experience. So there's that.
I hear that, but at the same time, they haven't fully greenlit Buzelis. He plays 31 night, then it's back down to 17. So how bullish are they on? I'm just saying they're probably going to stay with Buzelis at the 4. Zach Collins will come off behind Vooch, play 18 minutes. We'll send Zach back to the waiver wire. That's probably how it's going to go. But I'm kind of enjoying these stat lines from Zach Collins right now. I'd kind of like to keep them rolling.
Oh, they're nice.
But that may not be the case. So that's it for my must-add players. Who are your drops, bro? Give me 3 drops after the action here on Tuesday night.
These are hard. I don't love the coming up with guys to drop, but everything I love about Ty Jerome, I don't love about DeAndre Hunter. And DeAndre Hunter did not have a good game tonight. I don't have it pulled up in front of me. This stuff is going on when we put these lists together. But I just feel like DeAndre Hunter was in his element in Atlanta, and he was doing his thing, and he was scoring 20 a game. Everything was like all the stars were aligned. And now he's in Cleveland, and they're really good, and they're putting people out every night. They're 51-10. But he just doesn't have to be the guy in Cleveland. And I think there's going to be nights when Donovan or Darius takes the night off and Hunter kind of goes off. But there's also going to be nights when those guys are going off and Hunter's just sort of Zion Williamson is still here. What a dunk. He's got 28 points. There's still nights when Hunter's going to go off, but there's also going to be nights when he disappears. And tonight was one of those nights. He was bad. So I'm not really into DeAndre Hunter right now. Thomas Bryant, if you're somehow sitting on him, waiting for a Pacers big to get hurt, move on. That's kind of a weak call. And we've talked about Goga and Wendell Carter Jr. both for the Magic. If you're still holding those guys, it's time to move on and pick up one of these silly season heroes. Oh, Luca.
Stop it. The Orlando Magic started Corey Joseph tonight.
Why is Anthony Black not playing?
I don't know. I don't care. I'm over it. It's like a Brooklyn box score. It's like it's worse than a Brooklyn box score. At least there's a little variety with the Brooklyn box score. The Orlando box score at the top, the two forwards, Paolo Banchero listed, then Franz Wagner listed. They have fat stat lines every night. Every other stat line of the Orlando Magic sucks. Okay, Cole Anthony didn't play tonight. I look at every box score for every team every single night, okay? And I'm going to continue to do so for the Orlando Magic. I am out on this team and that in our drops. Every Orlando player not named Franz or Paul, okay? I'll just leave it at that. Moses Moody. I mean, he's a pickup, okay? It's over. Send him back to waivers. We've been saying that for a couple of days. Hopefully you've done it. If you need another nudge or shove to drop Moses Moody, here it is. 9 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists tonight. He's back in the Steve Kerr soup here. And, a lot of it is him not making shots. Cam Whitmore. Cam Whitmore on Monday has a career-high 27 points. And tonight, he played 7 minutes because all the homies were back, okay? So send him to waivers. You should have known that. We would have told you that. He's a streamer on a night where they rested a bunch of guys. That's all Cam Whitmore is right now. And Andrew Nebhard, the lack of threes, the low PRA, Halliburton completely taking over and frankly cannibalizing a little bit Pascal Siakam and Miles Turner. Like Halliburton just like, get out of my way. It's my show. It's my world right now. And look, it's working. But those are my drops. Who are your 3 fallers, Doc, after the action here on Tuesday night? Hit us.
I'll save him for last. What's funny about my fallers is they're basically the same as your drops. Moses Moody, Cam Whitmore. So let's just skip ahead to our Lord and Savior, Bol Bol. 9 minutes, Rick? 9. If I don't want to threaten anyone, I would like to punch a certain person in the face. And I'll let y'all guess who that is. It's a certain person who may have been controlling Bol Bol's minutes tonight. 9 minutes, you start Bol Bol, he picks up 2 early fouls, and you're just like, see you, bro. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm gonna roll with Mason Plumlee all night. I'm gonna let Nick Richards give his ex-fantasy owners, a little taste of what may have been. I can't even. I'm not dropping Bol Bol. I'm not even going to think about this game tomorrow. I'm going to wait for the next one and hope that Bol Bol is in there. But, man, we know how things go with Bol Bol and Coach Bud for the Suns. As annoyed as I am with Nico Harrison and as annoyed as we've been with Steve Kerr, Coach Bud has probably done the worst job over the last 2 years of any coach in the NBA. And I'm sick of it. I'm over it. It makes me root against the Suns. And he just can't figure it out. And Bradley Beal gets hurt tonight, right? Only played 15 minutes. Maybe Bol Bol got hurt. All right.
It was a re-injury for Bradley Beal. Whatever damn soft tissue thing he had coming in, he buzzkilled it again.
Beal aggravates an injury. Maybe Bol got hurt. I don't know, but we haven't heard that. But it's Royce O'Neal, Mason Plumlee, and I can't, Rick. I can't with Coach Bud. I'm done.
I can't with Andre's comment right here. Bol didn't get hurt. He was terrible. LOL. He's right. He was, but I mean,
he only
you got to give
minutes.
You got to give the guy more than one shift to correct the issues. Yeah, tweet, early foul trouble. I get it. Okay, you got to go to the bench, all that. But I'm kind of bummed out, Doc. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. If you're a team with, you're in the championship fast lane and you know what I mean? You got to have all the ducks in a row and you don't want to play ball. All right, maybe I understand that. You're Phoenix and you suck and you are literally toilet paper swirling down. Whoosh. That's who you are right now. And you don't have time for ball? Are you serious? And when he plays minutes, he puts up big stat lines. So I just got to move on. It's a total and complete bummer. I'm with Doc, though. I'm not dropping him because Coach Bud's probably going to pull his head out of his you-know-what here soon and get him back to playing 30 minutes. My fallers. I want to start with Jimmy Butler. Doc. Jimmy Butler. Ooh, Jimmy Butler tonight. 19 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, no blocks, no steals. Ooh. That's it. That's all I got. It's the analysis. Caveman noises, okay? Hollywood Butler. Guys, if you have a little bit of time before your trade deadline is up, trade him away. I know I just told you 3 weeks ago to buy low with him when he was still with Miami, went to Golden State. I actually thought, no, I didn't. I thought it was possible that Jimmy Butler would go to Golden State and actually sustain a high level of play. I thought it was possible. I wouldn't have bet on that. And here we are. He had a good week, all-star break, and he's come back a completely different guy. He's come back Hollywood Butler. 19, 4 and 4, 0 and 0. Josh Hart, Doc. Josh Hart, is he healthy right now? I don't think he is. Doc, tonight he had 2 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, no blocks, no steals, 1 of 8 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3 in 33 minutes. What? That's not a Josh Hart line. Josh Hart's not been good overall over the last week or two. I think he's playing hurt, and I appreciate it, but that's what's up. And then I had Bull written down. Your boy Drummond went from 25 and 18, Doc, to 4, 7 and 3 in 19 minutes in a foul trouble game. And Yabusele did play well tonight as the starting power forward. I'd hang in there with Drummond, though he's still starting. He kind of got bowled. He got into foul trouble. The coach tripped out and didn't play him the rest of the night. All right, give me some risers after the action here, Doc. I have a bunch written down on my list here. Give me some risers, bro.
I have a bunch, too. I'm starting with Andre Drummond, who you just called a faller. Foul trouble, back-to-back, 30-whatever years old. I did not expect a huge game from Drummond tonight. Yabusele, who I've been harsh on lately, played really well. He had 18 points, 7 boards, 2 steals, and a 3. I still think that until they shut Drummond down, Drummond will be okay. They don't have any centers, dude. Philly is out of centers, and I hope that they just keep playing Drummond. My 30 deep centers, the only 2 I have are Drummond and Al Horford. Some nights that looks really, really good. Some nights it looks really, really bad. Tonight it looked really bad. But like you said, he was in foul trouble. It was a back-to-back. Not that worried yet. If they shut Paul George down, and Paul George left this game with a sore groin, correct?
Let me verify whatever lame body part. Yeah, groin. Nick Nurse said post-game they're concerned with his groin injury. Left the game early in the fourth and did not return. Soft tissue George. There you go again. He's in such great shape, though. He's so well conditioned.
And what I say yesterday, like they're just like it's either going to be a back or a groin. And
yeah, Maxey didn't play tonight with a back.
None of this bodes well for Philadelphia. And once they shut George down, which is going to happen, and once they shut Maxey down, which kind of feels like it might happen because they got to protect that pick by finishing in the bottom six. They're going to be holding on to that pick like a pit bull trying to hold on to a bone. Once those two are gone, then Drummond is probably next. So I think you should roster Drummond, hang on to him while you can, but don't get too comfortable because the end may be nigh. I think Cole Anthony, who did not play tonight with a toe injury, is a guy you might want to think about having somewhere on your roster because Anthony Black played hardly any minutes tonight, didn't do squat. They started the old man that used to play in Toronto. Rick, help me.
Corey Joseph, I literally can't believe you're touting Cole Anthony right now.
Corey Joseph. Cole Anthony has sucked. You look at his game log, it's been bad. But now that he knows Jalen Suggs is not coming back, they're not turning to Anthony Black. And Corey Joseph is a journeyman that just doesn't do anything. I think Cole Anthony has a chance to finish up strong. I'm into exploring Cole Anthony potential the rest of the way. I don't know. We'll see. Draymond Green, I think, is a riser. He's just played well for Golden State. And I'm not a Draymond Green guy. I never tout him. I never think people should pick up Draymond Green and roll with him, but I've just been feeling it. And then my bullet point list is Bogey Bogdanovic. Devin Vassell is on fire. And Kelly Olynyk is getting a lot of minutes for New Orleans. I don't know how long it'll last, but I'm intrigued.
Who are you? Who are you? I just sink your battleship on somebody. Who are you? Oh, Cole Anthony. Like I could not. I could.
Are you going to sink my battleship?
I want to nuke your battleship. I literally. I can't like. I love you, bro. Like, but I just gotta like. In a lot of times, if I don't agree, I just like give it to you and we move on. Like, I gotta sink your battleship here. Like, wow.
I love the fact that like 5 days ago we were talking about the Orlando Magic, and you said Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, and the rest of them can go bleep themselves. I don't want any of them anywhere near any of my rosters, and I think you're right. But I have this, dude. I get these senses sometimes, and I sense that Cole Anthony is not done yet, but he's injured, so I don't know. But if he's playing, I feel like he may do something. I just have a feeling.
I think your spider senses need to be taken into the shop for a tune-up. All right, it is Rick Kamla. It is Steve Alexander here. We're the Fantasy NBA today. Yeah, I mean, I like Cole Anthony's personality and all that, but the way he's playing, like, anyway, we've made the point. All right, some risers for me. Jakob Poeltl, Doc. Jakob Poeltl's back and playing well. They're measuring his minutes here. He's 24. He's pretty much capped at half the game. But he tonight, 17 points. Is that 2 rebounds? Looks like 2 and 2, 1 block, 2 steals. Usually a double-double guy. But he's been playing pretty well. He's percolating right now. He's not a waiver wire guy, but he is a riser. Okay, if you've been hanging in there with Poeltl, I mean, you're going to get some goodies right here. Toronto's not shutting their guys down. I'm telling you, they're not going to do their fans like that. OG Anunoby, Doc, is cooking. One of the top-ranked players in fantasy ball over the last week or two. Did it again tonight. 29, 3-3, 4 3 balls in a non-cat game. And Kelly Oubre. I can tell you one thing right now, Doc. Kelly Oubre tonight went 24, 3-2, 1 block, 1 steal, 1 3. You know I love Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre is a goody guy. Kelly Oubre is a warrior, a dog, a gamer. He loves to play the game. It doesn't matter if he's on a team that's 1-60 or a team that's 51-10. Okay, Kelly Oubre is going to go out there and play his ass off every night. And Doc, I believe that he is shutdown proof. Okay, because Philly is going to shut guys down. They need, Doc talked about the draft pick. They got to be in the bottom 6 or else it goes to OKC. There will be a tank in Philadelphia this year. But they don't need to rest Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre is like, Kelly Buckets, like, Donnie Baseball, like every day. Kelly Oubre is going to be out there doing it. So I think Kelly Oubre is good for the long haul. So those are my risers. Now let's go through some of Andre. Yeah, go ahead if you got something.
Real quickly, I feel like we've disserviced Devin Vassell. Like I mentioned him, but can we talk about what he did to the Brooklyn Nets tonight? Because he had 37 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals, a block, 8 3-pointers. Dude, that's 70 FanDuel points. The dude I'm playing against in FanDuel had Devin Vassell in his lineup, and I got rocked. Mainly because Anthony Edwards should have been on our followers list after that garbage he put up there tonight. He might as well have been playing with Bull. But Devin Vassell, man, 37 points. Like that is, I don't care if it was against the Nets. That's impressive. So Vassell and Stephon Castle, those guys, why not just let them rip the rest of the way?
Well, I think they're going to. For Devin Vassell, it's been weird. All right. The last 5 going into this game, 5 points, 20 points, 9 points, 20 points, 15 points. He can't get it straight, man. And a lot of bad shooting lines, not a good 3-point percent. Oh my God, his 3-point shooting's been awful. So tonight was an eruption. He was due. I talk about the principle of due. Hopefully you were there to capitalize on it. All right, let's get into Andre's injury and rotational notes here. Let me go to his intrepid email. And
you're gonna be fired up about this Steph Curry stuff.
So we'll talk about Curry in a minute here when we get to our top performances of the night. So we talked about Jaren Jackson Jr. and we also talk about him in our preview show for Wednesday night and how to handle the Memphis thing. Here's a goodie for us to talk about. Shams Charania on Anthony Davis, quote, I think his representatives are going to huddle up. I think they're going to have some very hard conversations. It's not out of the realm of possibility that one game was the last time we've seen AD this season. Basically with, all right, Kyrie's out for the year. Why would I come back? I mean, heck, Davis might have been shut down for the year anyway. And then, Doc, that takes me to PJ Washington. Okay, PJ Washington had an ankle, came back, re-injured the ankle. You know what that means. They want to be super cautious about it, okay? So PJ Washington may not come back and play the rest of the year. And I think that's pretty bush league by Anthony Davis. Like the day after the Kyrie Irving injury, the day that we found out he tore his ACL, that we're floating out a story that Anthony Davis might want to be shut down for the year. We're like, why would you want to be shut down? Don't you want to play ball?
Why would he want to play for this team? Dude,
I mean, what is that? Like,
dude,
my guy went down with an injury, so I don't want to play anymore this year. Help me out with that. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Rick, you and I and Tyson and Soren and whoever else we want to bring with us, we have a chance of playing for the Mavericks right now. Like, it's over, bro. What's my guy's name? Oh, Max.
Oh yeah, Omax Prosper.
Omax is gonna ball out for that team. Like, that's how bad it is. It's just bad. And like, Anthony Davis is not playing another game this season. Kyrie's out. He's out. Like, he don't roll like that. He's like, we're done. We're toast.
Well, I think that is some wussified,
And it's weak
soft-ass
because
behavior.
you know who wouldn't do that? Kyrie would not do that. Kyrie,
it's just some entitled, empowered. I just don't like it for a million reasons. Like, if that's how you want the season to go, like, you don't need to. Shams doesn't need to be reporting that stuff. Shams gets intel from Rich Paul, from Davis, from like, you don't need to leak that out. Okay, it's not like Shams was like, "Hey man." I mean, maybe he was. Maybe he pulled one and one together. All right, Kyrie's out. Are they going to shut down Davis? Reaches out to Rich Paul. Blah blah blah. Maybe that. I don't know. I just don't like.
For the record, I thought Davis was not going to play again this season before Kyrie went down. But whatever.
Yeah, you did, and I didn't disagree with you. My point is, the day that we find out that Kyrie tore his ACL, we should not also be getting a report that Anthony Davis doesn't want to freaking play again this year because Kyrie's out.
We should also not.
Bull crap is what it is.
We should also not be getting a report that very same day that they're raising ticket prices by 8%.
Well, that happened on the I believe, Andre, correct me if I'm wrong, that came out the afternoon before Kyrie Irving.
That was yesterday afternoon, yes.
Blew a tire. So, I mean, guys.
So we got the ticket increase, we got Kyrie, and then we got AD.
I'm telling you right now, they are cursed.
Done.
Cursed.
Hello.
With a T.
Welcome to Las Vegas.
This is the curse of the Bambino. Dallas will never win a championship again. The basketball gods are furious. They throw lightning bolt after lightning bolt down on the Dallas Mavericks, just like they did to the Boston Red Sox for 100 freaking years. Okay, it's the curse of the Bambino all over again. I'm telling you. Anthony Davis got hurt in his first game with the Mavericks. Okay,
Vegas.
Come on,
Vegas, baby.
Telling you. All right, they're not going to Vegas. Okay. We have Andre's email here. Let me go back here. Let's see some other goodies. Karl Anthony Towns. Tibbs says he doesn't know if Towns will make the West Coast road trip, saying Towns needs some time and will come back when he's ready. It's a personal thing. So we wish the Towns family well. But Doc, this sounds like it might be an extended absence here for Karl Anthony Towns. I would call him out indefinitely right now. Precious. You know, based on this intel right here, which I'm glad we just read, Precious Achiuwa is a pickup right now. Mitchell Robinson started. He played 17 minutes. He did nothing in it. But Achiuwa, correct me if I'm wrong, had 15 boards tonight. So I think we gotta put Achiuwa back on the radar here, bro.
I had Achiuwa in my FanDuel lineup because I knew Cat was out. And let's not read too much into this because Cat has dealt with personal stuff in the past, and some of it devastating and big time stuff. We don't know what this one is. What I do know is Cat is having an MVP-ish kind of season for a very good Knicks team that has a chance to win the East. They just do. They're not the favorites, but they have a chance to win the East. This is the best Knicks team we've seen in a long time. I think Cat's going to do what he needs to do and then get back to the team. I don't think this is going to be extended, but then again, I don't know what it is. So I'm guessing. I just don't think it's going to be. He may miss this West Coast trip, but after that, I think he's going to be back. And you know what? Actually, the time off might do his body some good because Thibs have been running him into the ground along with all of his teammates.
I believe we talked about this just in case we didn't. Tyus Jones and Royce O'Neal started the second half in place of Bradley Beal, who re-injured himself tonight, and Bol, who got coached butted. Beal left calf soreness, left and did not return because he's literally one of the softest human beings on planet Earth. Trey Jones got the start in Chicago for Josh Giddey. Actually had a Draymond Green flirt with a triple-double, triple-single type of thing. Chicago's without a ton of guys right now. It's kind of turning into the land of opportunity in a way. Taylor Horton Tucker had a game tonight, 22, 4, and 6 with 3 threes. When the cupboard is bare, fire up some THT. When their guys are out there, obviously, then don't. Maxey missed the game tonight with a back, which is concerning. They're about to enter tank mode in a big way. He's got a back. Teams, they're always really, really cautious with back injuries. And then, Doc, I don't know, did we spend enough time on Paul George here? Left the game early in the fourth, did not return. Nurse said they're concerned with his groin injury. That may be it for Paul George, bro. Legit.
That could be it.
He's already got the finger thing that he's been playing through, right? It's kind of a nasty finger injury, and I give him credit for playing through that. And now he's got the groin injury, and he's Paul George. I mean, he's Mr. Soft Tissue, so that might be it. It might be a wrap on PG-13, bro.
Could be a wrap on PG-13. It could be a wrap on Tyrese Maxey, and it could be a wrap on Andre Drummond. Nobody knows. Nobody
Great
knows.
Allman Brothers song.
But yeah, I mean, the clock is ticking on LaMelo and Paul George, right? Like they are literally like ticking time bombs, just waiting to blow up. Like we're just waiting for the Shams bomb, and it's coming soon.
It's coming, man. Coming down the line.
Paul George he's got a bad groin and we're concerned about it. Oh, okay. I smell what you're cooking. Bye.
Smelling tanky in here.
Bye.
It's smelling tanky in here. Like sometimes the ocean smells like garbage because
when we play Golden Tee and I hit a ball and it hits the green and you can see it's like gonna roll a little bit over and maybe catch the slope and then bounces down the hill. And my buddy looks at me and goes, bye. Yeah. That's where we're at.
And you take another sip of beer and keep it moving.
And then I'm like, I'm gonna get you back. We're gonna come back from this. But
all right,
Paul George might be done.
Our stud and dud awards of the night. It is Rick Kamla. It is Steve Alexander. We are.
Ooh, what about Norman Powell? We got to talk. We got to talk Norman Powell. Norman Powell. Rick.
We already did.
All right.
What else do we need to say about Norman Powell?
Well, Derek Jones Jr. is hurt as well. So I feel like our guy, Amir Coffey, sort of.
He's your guy, and not my guy. He went to the University of Minnesota, but he's still not my guy.
All right, move on. Do the awards.
I don't like his stat set. He scores in threes. That's all he does. Our stud and dud awards of the night.
Oh, Bogey. Bogey Bogdanovich is a pickup right now. If Norm Powell's out for indefinitely, Derek Jones Jr. is hurt, and Amir Coffey sucks, you pick up Bogey Bogdanovich. How's that? Does that work?
I agree. You had me at Bogey.
All right.
Our stud and dud awards
Bogey
of the night. Number 3 is LeBron James, and let me give you his ongoing in progress stat. Damn it, Phoenix won. Damn it, 119 to 117. You're like, Cam, why the passion? Why the intensity? Because Coach Bud sucks. Benching Bol like he did tonight. I want him to lose every game. So the Lakers won 136 to 115. 21-point bulge over New Orleans. Who am I looking up here? I forget. LeBron. 34, 8, and 6, 2 blocks, 1 steal. Another day at the office. What a line. 5 3 balls. Pardon me. 10 of
MVP
18 from the field, 9 of 9 from the line. The percentages were all intact here tonight. But I got to ask Andre Lemush a question here real quick. Because Andre, was the thought process behind LeBron James the 50,000 combined point thing here? Because I know a lot of very viral. He scored 50,000. I got a freaking notification on my phone from ESPN earlier tonight, Doc. Probably see it right here. Notification, blah, 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 blah. LeBron James, 50,000 points. He doesn't have 50,000 points, bro. He's got like 40,000 points in the regular season, and he's got like 10,000 points in the postseason. You don't merge the two. It's such a pet peeve of mine, Doc. Well, Barry Bonds had 835 home runs because you put his postseason with his regular season. Stop doing that. It's a stupid new millennium statistic.
And Luka had
number 2.
Luka had 38 rebounds and 15 assists. That's a better line. I'm just saying. I think Andre fell.
But Luka doesn't have 50,000 points, Doc. He doesn't have 50,000 points. Oh my God! Sometimes we sometimes we get off the rails. It's what we do. Number 2, Paolo Banchero with a bullet, 41, 7, and 8 with goodies. Devin Vassell, line of the night, Doc, 8 3 bombs, 37, 10 and 5, 4 steals, 1 block. That might be the best game of his career. And shout out to Stephen Curry, bro. So he was very questionable. Game time decision all the way up to the end. It's like, Steph, it's the Garden. Play. Come on. And what they probably had to do is like convince the damn medical team he's not gonna break. He'll be okay. But I mean, it's a back-to-back, and the RPMs are revving high, and he's in the red, and his calf, and his knee, and shut up. Let him play ball. 28, 7, and 9 tonight. 5 3 balls. They get the big win at New York, Doc. And Steph Curry is now 12-1 at Madison Square Garden in his career. 12-1. The only game that he lost, he had 54 freaking points, dude. He owns the Gardone.
Him and Trae Young, that's their spot. Although Trae hadn't really blown up there for a while, has he? Back to LeBron. Dude, he's averaging 25, 8 rebounds, 8.6 assists, 0.9 steals, 0.6 blocks, 2.33, shooting 52% and 77. And when you pull up LeBron's career stats, you have to scroll from page to page to even get back to like, I wonder how this is historically for him. Like, his stat page is so long. Like, it's hard to believe that he came into the league as a kid and he's still here today. Like, I'm over the LeBron hype, but I think I'm going to miss him when he's gone.
I get this way with all the greats, the Shaqs, the Kobes, the Jordans. I get misty when guys check out like these dudes. And so that will happen when LeBron, and I also manage him in the Cam Dynasty. And we won a chip, baby. Going for another one this year. LeBron, love you. Waiver wire performances. Andrew Nebhard, 5, 6, and 6, 4 steals, 2 blocks, 1 3 ball. Zach Collins, 20, 12, and 2, 3 steals, 1 block. Quentin Grimy, 30 points, 3 steals, 3 threes. Bismack Biyombo authored up a double-double, 13 and 14, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Not bad. Mohamed Gay, your guy. With the Atlanta Hawks, 15, 5, and 1, 2 steals, 1 block, 4 threes. Mohamed Gay had 4 threes tonight. Really?
That's a Brew guy.
I know, it's a Brew guy. Brew loves Mohamed Gay.
As Public Enemy once said about Bismack Biyombo, can't trust it. Just can't do it.
Did you say Public Enemy?
Yeah.
Can't trust it? What song is that?
They have a song called Can't Trust It. I think it's trust, like TRUST. USS. I'm not sure about that. It's been 30 years.
Are you confusing Public Enemy with MC Hammer? Can't trust this. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. No. Is that what are you confusing?
Do you see the look on my face right now? I've never called you. I've never called you an idiot before, but it was on the tip of my tongue right there. Like, are you serious?
Call me an idiot. I don't care. I probably deserve it. I'm in here doing MC Hammer vibes, man. Dude. It's been a long day, man. It's been a long day.
God, I love that so much that you just me of all people, I'm like the indie rock king of fantasy basketball. And you're like, it is trust. Dude, look at this. It's TRUSS.
Okay, all right. I give it to you. It's not Can't Touch This by MC Hammer.
It is not that.
do.
Remember the flowing pants? What were those called?
Oh yeah, the Zubas.
The Zubas.
Yeah.
Bro, and everybody in the NFL was wearing those pants.
Come on, man.
Every player. Man. I bet you had a pair of Zubas.
No. Culturally, it wasn't a fit. All right, duds of the night. Number one, ball. Thanks, coach. 2 points, 1 rebound, no assist. Jose Alvarado. Jose sucked again. I may have to drop Jose Alvarado. Jose, dude, you're backing me into a corner here, bro. Oh,
No. I think we're okay there. I think we're okay with Jose.
Why? He had 5, 2, and 2 with a steal in 25 minutes. He's been garbage for 3 games now.
Bro, calm down.
No, it's been 3 horseshit games, dude.
Do you think CJ McCollum?
Check the game log, bro. He's been butt for 3 games.
Do you think CJ is going to be playing
this
thing out?
I do. I think Zion's going to be playing the thing out.
Dude, Zion went kind of crazy tonight.
I think they're happy to have Zion. I think they're going to play it straight here.
No, it's coming to an end. I still have faith in Alvarado. I'm kind of buying Alvarado right now.
Wow. I wish I was in a league I could. Do you want him in the Cam Dynasty? Would you give me something of value for Jose in the Cam Dynasty?
No, I'm going to wait for you to drop him, and then I'm going to pick him up.
Good point. Zachary Resachet, Doc, after the big game, thud. 7 points, 1 3-ball. Honorable mention, Josh Hart. We talked about him. I think Josh Hart's playing hurt right now. And
now, what would you do with Resachet? Are you like panicking on him for one?
He's a streamer. He's a streamer for me, Doc. Like LeVert is a roster guy for me right now. I'm picking him up and I'm holding on to him, like my Banky. But with Resachet, now he's just a streamer for me. George Niang is just a streamer for me. Do you agree with that?
I kind of feel like Resachet is somebody we should be holding on to. George Niang, I was never into. Karis LeVert has sold me. Like, I'm in on him all the way in. Resachet, I'm like, if I have him, I'm probably going to hold on to him. If I have to drop him, I can, but I don't want to. Josh Hart is concerning. Like, have they run him into the ground to the point he can't play anymore? Is that where we're at? Or is this just a bad game?
No, I mean, like I said, I think he's playing hurt, but I think he's going to continue to play. So, guys, we are out of here. We have fully recapped Tuesday night in the NBA. Before we get out of here, subscribe to the Fantasy NBA Today podcast. Leave us a 5-star review. Also, subscribe to the Sports Ethos YouTube channel and give the video a thumbs up. Go to sportsethos.com and subscribe to our work over there. Get yourself set up with a subscription and download the app, the Sports Ethos app. It's completely free. Go to your favorite app store. For Andre LaBouche, for Steve Alexander, I'm Rick Kamla, and this episode's been brought to you by Bet Online. See ya.
Oh, we're doing questions.
All right.
You didn't
Daniel
tell the people.
Grabbed Najee and Dinwiddie as a reaction to the terrible Kyrie news. Good moves. I like what you've done there. You're backstage, by the way, with Cam and Doc here. Ethos After Dark.
Backstage after dark. I like
backstage, bro. Carly says, good evening, Doc, Rick, and Andre, and all. Shout out to all my fellow Devin Vassell fantasy managers. Good on you, Carly.
Hi, Carly.
Slat LeBron is the GOAT. No, he's not. MJ is the GOAT. But that's cool. Like, I think it's debatable. I'm not mad at you for having that opinion, but yeah. I wouldn't say like MJ's my GOAT. Like, there's nobody who could ever pass MJ as the GOAT. Somebody could definitely pass MJ as the GOAT. They just haven't done it yet. Doc, I believe, and I've said this for many, many, many years. If LeBron James gets ring number 5, I will then put him over Michael Jordan and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and he will be the GOAT. Okay. But right now I've got MJ, then Kareem, then LeBron, because there is a 2-ring separation. Jordan's got 6, Kareem's got 6, Bron's got 4. That's a big divide for me. And you also have MVPs. Kareem had 6, MJ had 5, LeBron had 4. LeBron has better statistics than both of those guys. I certainly, scoring titles, Jordan had 10 of them, so there's that. But yeah, right now, Michael Jordan's my GOAT.
I'm a really weird person to ask about GOAT, because to me, like, the rings don't matter as much to me as they do to everybody else. Like, I just go by the eye test. Like, who was the best basketball player that I saw play? And honestly, it's pretty damn close between LeBron, Jordan, and Kobe. Like, those are the 3 that in my mind, I'm like, they're all pretty good. I still consider in my mind Jordan the greatest player I ever saw play, because what he was doing in his era was so much better than what everybody else was doing. And then LeBron came along, and he was a monster truck and could run over. Like, he was like Karl Malone and Isaiah Thomas wrapped into the same person, right? And I'm like, man, that's pretty cool. But LeBron's pretty close to Jordan, in my opinion. But I don't think LeBron would be LeBron if Jordan didn't do what he did. So it's still Jordan for me.
That's cool. I'm buying that. LeBron James has had a lot more longevity than Michael Jordan. LeBron James' counting numbers are better than Michael Jordan, but yeah, you look at the total resume, and I mean, go back and refresh your memory on MJ. Don Sicario. Don, we appreciate you always being here. Klingon, Drummond, or Sar 9-Cat? Klingon. Kling Kong. Get you some Kling Kong, bro.
Dude, that's a good question.
Klingon just had a good game. 13 and 13 with 3
answer.
blocks.
There's no answer to this question.
Well, yeah, there is. I just gave him one. It's Klingon.
I'm going to go with whoever is playing on Wednesday night. That's the guy you go with, because I don't think Drummond is. I don't think Klingon is. So that would be the other guy.
Slat asks, is Malik Monk toe injury or wear knee injury concerning? Yes and yes, I would say. The Monk injury is way more concerning, because I'm kind of like, the Cleo wear thing is kind of like, I don't know, Doc. I'm like, if it's a relationship, I'm ghosting her now. I'm just out.
Wow.
I'm just out. Like, there's nothing more to talk about. I just want to move on with my life. and not text and have a phone call. I just want to ghost and move on. Hey, they do that to us too. Okay. I don't want y'all ladies out there. Y'all ghost us all the time. I just got
I'm going Collier just because I think he's a better player. But I mean, I kind of want both of those guys on my team down the stretch.
Collier way more than Bub, because Bub is Jordan Poole reliant here. If Jordan Poole's out for the year, I'd still rather have Collier. I mean, dude, Collier's at an 8 assist clip for well over a month now. I like what Collier's putting out there. It's been very, very consistent. I mean, I do like Bub Carrington on Wednesday night without Jordan Poole. I'll say that. Isaiah Collier. What I'm waiting on with Collier is, all right, Clarkson, Sexton, Collins, Markkanen, Kessler out. Like, I want to see Isaiah Collier like spike and have some big games, like double doubles with 2 steals and 3 threes. Like, I'm kind of like, I'm ready to see that. I'm ready to see him kind of spike here. All right. Our homie Yuri, aka Cats in Oakland, says, I want to see Doc's REM painting, and so do I, and it's amazing. Go ahead.
I think y'all saw it on Facebook. Come on, Yuri.
She wants to see it again. Rock and roll's in her blood, bro.
Dude, rock and roll is in her blood. That's how we met. There it is.
Well, that must be why we're all friends, because rock and roll's coursing through my veins as well, man.
That is prized possession. That and this. This is my this is my Pavement autographed license plate.
I thought you were reaching back to grab your Dyson Daniels jersey.
I could actually sit here and reach back for 100 items in a row and be like, and I like this, and I like this, and I like Dominique's autographed shoes, and I like Dr. J. Like, I could just go on forever. The Michael Jordan, like, yeah, that would be really boring. But my office is like a museum of stuff. I need to start giving it to my kids.
Dude, Admiral Nita says, Ant Rand jersey, not your prized possession.
Well, it was one of the nicest gifts I ever got. Okay, so the story about this painting, my grandfather was painting an REM t-shirt for me, and I gave him the t-shirt and said, hey, there is a monkey riding a bicycle with a parrot on the handlebars, and I want you to paint it for me. And he goes, okay. So I give him the shirt, and he starts painting it for me, and then sadly he died before he completely finished the painting. Like, he got a lot of it done, but there's a lot of stuff that wasn't done. And so I was like, that's kind of cool. The last painting my grandfather ever painted, he was an artist, is hanging on my wall. And that means something to me. It's pretty cool. It's my father's dad. And it's been sitting on my wall for like 30 years. And it's a Fables of the Reconstruction album painting and t-shirt. So I took it with me to the REM tribute show in Athens last week. I knew that the band REM was going to be there. And I know people. So I got the whole band to sign the painting. So as Rick said, the incomplete painting that has been around for 30 years is now been completed by REM. And sentimental and means a lot to me. And it's beautiful. And the signatures just pop off the picture. And I like to say I'm not a big autograph guy, but I sort of am. I'm a super autograph nerd. If I get it myself, just like this crazy Pavement license plate signed by all the members of Pavement. Like, I like unique things to be autographs. So that's where I'm at. That's where we are. Oh, we got one more question. Are we done?
Do we have one more here? Steve Sloan.
Ooh.
Naj. It's not Najee Marshall, it's just Naj. We just got to call him Naj with maybe an H on there or something. Naj Marshall or Kelly. I'm on a Naj thing right now, bro. Naj.
Why is there an I on the end of his name and they don't call him Najee?
Well, I mean, Najee Marshall is his name. I call him Naj. I call Jalen Brunson Brundog. I've got little pet names for a lot of these guys. I don't call Pajemski Pods, which is the phonetic way to say it. I call him Poj because it's Pajemski. It's not pronounced Podzemski. So calling him Pods to me is very weird, and I don't like it. I call him Poj. That's what Bob Fitzgerald calls him every night.
It's sort of like I like to call Harrison Barnes Harry B.
Exactly. It's a pet name.
Harry. I bet he gets mad.
Harry B has cracked me up all year. I mean, we're sophomoric. We love Will Ferrell movies. So you say Harry B. I mean, it's just funny to me.
Sort of like your name is Rick Kamla, yet we all call you Ricky Props. I'm going with Naj Marshall as well, because I'm super intrigued by Kelly Olynyk, but really, I mean, he's been in the league long enough. Why are they going to keep running him out there? We know what he does. Just let it go. I still can't believe Zion and Kelly O are still playing, but dude, I'm going with Naj Marshall.
If it were up to you,
I'd shut everybody down, bro.
If it were up to you, you would shut down half the damn league. There would be no NBA. Just all Doc wants to see is G League guys in the NBA. That's all he wants.
I just want Damian Baugh.
Just long as Damian Baugh's getting minutes, that's all you care about.
I want Jeremy Lin. I want Jeremy Lin, bro.
My God.
I want CJ McCollum shut down. All these guys.
You suck.
Hey, Andre said Doc needs to find a Norman Powell replacement. Guess what, Rob? I got Amir Coffey. I got Derek Jones Jr. I'm prepared for this.
Your boy.
What I need to find is an Al Horford and Andre Drummond replacement because they're next.
You gotta be kidding me, man. Oh my God. I
love this show. I love doing this show,
man. I know, me too, man. Me too. We love all you guys for hanging out with us, man. We really do. We appreciate you. Retweet our stuff, like our stuff, tell your friends about it, okay? Like, we're trying to blow this thing up. We have the best fantasy content around, and we're trying to let as many people know about that. Subscribe to the Fantasy NBA Today podcast. Subscribe to the Sports Ethos YouTube channel. Go to sportsethos.com and set yourself up with a membership, man. It's not very much money, and it's the dope-ish. And get the app, Sports Ethos app. They got blurbs. You can just, you don't have to go to Bumble or Tinder and do all that. I mean, maybe if you need a date for later, but you just use your left hand. You just go boom, 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 boom. You get all the news. Okay, who's in, who's out, what they're doing, who's hot, who's not, blah, blah, blah. All right, for Andre Lamouche, for Dr. A, I'm Rick Kamla. We appreciate you guys for hanging out backstage with us. We'll see you again Wednesday night at midnight. Dong. This episode's been brought to you by Bet Online.
Nerds.